You may already know by now, by watching the recent shorts I've been posting, that I've been developing a multiplayer sniper game where you play as a cube. Here's some gameplay footage already. But recently, in one of those shorts, somebody said that we should add a grappler, and I love this idea, so I thought I'd dedicate a whole
I
video
skipped
to it.
around a lot and had to speed up a lot of things because it took me a good hour or two, but I hope you enjoy.
So I think I'm going to start by just getting the input itself for the grappler. Let's see here. Here I just started to set up the input. Okay, now whenever we grapple, of course I'm gonna make it so it's gonna be like has grapple, like whenever it's equipped. But for now, we're just gonna say we do just for testing purposes. But we'll just put it in here now. Before I started doing this, I actually had to take a glance at a tutorial because I had no clue what I was doing originally. So shout out to Gorka Games for that. Okay. We're supposed to get the. Alright, so we're getting the camera manager, and then we're getting the camera location. And then it's gonna multiply. And then we're doing that number for now. And then we're just adding that, adding this, putting it into the end. So, as you can see, I actually changed the sphere trace to a single sphere trace. I accidentally put a multi-sphere trace earlier. It took me forever to realize what I did. Here's me messing around with it, just making sure everything works. Now we're just gonna do a move. We're gonna do a move component 2, and then we're gonna just be all like, okay, here, target location, and then the component itself will be this. Let's see what it does real quick. Nice. Technically, that's a grappler. Technically, we're grappling. I mean, like, technically. Technically, we're getting there. So here, I show that only trees can be grappled onto. You can see by the red that I was having an issue where only certain trees were working, but I did fix it. I added a cable component into the player, and as you can see right here, I had no clue what I was doing with it. I added it to a socket, and it just freaked out on me. I learned about the cable 10 seconds before I even added it in this, actually. Had no clue what I didn't even know it was in Unreal. I had no clue. Like, I knew you could do something like that, but I didn't know it was just a component. But I had no clue what I was doing. I ended up fixing it. But I had to do this weird thing where it'd be hidden only when not being, like, I would hide it when not being used, and then reveal it when it's used, and I had to do this whole thing. So this was my first time actually using it with the thing,
What
and
was that?
when I say talk about bugs,
Why am I attached?
it was crazy. Whenever I was trying to attach it to foliage, like one of the trees, which are foliage, it would just get attached to where the foliage center
What is happening?
All the foliage is just a bunch of items in the foliage. I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, there's just one big actor, and it keeps going to that one big actor, but I'm trying to get to go to all the small actors, and it's not going to all the small actors. But I fixed it later on. I started modeling a grappling gun. I didn't use it too much in the project itself, but I thought it was pretty cool. It's one of my favorite things I've made so far. This took me about 33 minutes. As you can see, I'm not very good at modeling, but I gave it a good try. That's what I've been doing the whole project, actually. I just now made it so you can't actually grapple until, hold on, so I'm trying to grapple right now, I can't. You have to actually find it, and then once you find it and grab it, you can now use it. But of course I need to add sound and animation, so I'll be right back. And I say, well, I'm gonna put a ghillie suit on. We can now hide inside the trees. Perfect. And then come out of it. Maybe you get stuck. If so, just use the grappler again. I had a lot of fun making this grappler, and I owe the whole idea to Commodore Ladunshard and a tutorial I watched to Gorka Games. I had no clue how to make a grappler until I watched that video, so thank you guys for watching. Hope you guys enjoy the next one. Check out the shorts.